we're gonna make it not come down to the wire next game, and that is what happened. So we should have just said that.
No, he said, yes, I agree. He said Danny Green should have made the shot. He didn't say Danny Green's terrible. I mean,
LeBron James post-game interview. What is that? Game 5?
If Anthony Davis had made that pass, you wouldn't be yelling about how you hate how Anthony Davis has handled himself after the game.
If Anthony Davis makes that pass in that situation with that outcome, and he says the same thing as LeBron did, yes, I'm calling him out on it for being a bad teammate.
You wouldn't even have watched the post-game interview. Did you watch Anthony Davis post-game interview? No. Exactly. You wouldn't even.
I would have seen it. I would have seen it later then.
I feel like you're just choosing this because it's LeBron James.
Sure. That is a valid point. And I think you have to look at things differently when it's LeBron James because you're holding him to a higher standard than Anthony Davis.
There's multiple news stories from now and then from Jordan admitted it. Like he said,
what?
And I quote, "I was an asshole to my teammates to make them play better."
Yeah. In what way does LeBron's comments make Danny Green play better?
He wasn't being an asshole though.
Exactly. When you make those comments, you're supposed to be making your teammates better. I don't find one
problem with what LeBron said. That's just my opinion. Fine. Throw him under the bus. That's a shot he has to make. And honestly, say on air right now, I think the Lakers lost game 4 because LeBron James made a bad pass. That's why you think
game 5. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think that. Danny Green did choke. Markieff Morris did choke. LeBron kind of a little bit choked, but not. It definitely wasn't fully his fault.
I'd say it wasn't really his fault at all.
No, because LeBron James, when you think LeBron James, you think GOAT or second best ever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the GOAT or the second best ever, you're held to a standard where you can't, and especially because he's known for his playmaking and his passing, right? You cannot make that type of pass.
13-7 in 42 minutes and made at worst you say that's a mediocre pass. In no world is that a bad pass.
When it's LeBron James, it's a bad pass because LeBron James is held to a higher standard than the rest of the world.
What are your comments on the fact that Michael Jordan was an asshole to his teammates?
Why do you bring up Michael Jordan when we're talking about LeBron James?
Because I want a comparison to someone who's also thought of as a GOAT. Because I said Anthony Davis, you said he can't be.
Okay, but it's in a different light. Because when Michael Jordan is for the pure purpose.
No, wait, okay, hear me out. Well, Michael Jordan can be held to the same standard as LeBron James.
I agree.
Excuse for Michael Jordan. You're not blaming him, are you?
It's not much of an excuse, but Michael Jordan is saying those things specifically to make his teammates better.
How? How is being called out going to make you play better?
It's not really calling him out. It's not going to the media after a game and saying he missed a shot. It's his fault that he lost.
What's your
yelling at you? It's yelling at you in practice like you're trash. You need to get better. Like Michael Jordan and Jimmy Butler are very similar in that regard because Jimmy Butler, when he went to the Timberwolves, when he went to the Sixers, he did not care. He was going to hurt your feelings and you're going to get better. LeBron James, on the other hand,
at all for him.
Huh?
The Timberwolves played worse when he played, not better in any way.
Yeah, and
ruined that franchise single-handedly.
But Jimmy Butler proved Jimmy Butler did ruin the team chemistry, but he proved that Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and the rest of them, just basically everybody, was not improving enough because he went with the story. He went with the third strings and he beat everybody. He walked out of the gym and he said, "I don't want to be here anymore. Trade me."
Exactly.
Because these guys suck.
Was he traded to the Timberwolves?
What? No, the other way around. He was traded away from the Timberwolves.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He said, "Trade me to the Timberwolves."
Decided to go to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, because he wanted to make them better, and they didn't want to improve.
Karl Anthony Towns. They didn't want to improve. Karl Anthony Towns has been like
They didn't want it bad enough. Okay. Just Karl Anthony Towns. You're talking Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has one of the worst work ethics in the entire league for like a decent player.
How? Like, what's your evidence of that?
He doesn't improve. Straight up, he doesn't improve.
Maybe he's hit his ceiling. I disagree that he went that high in the draft, but I think he's a mediocre small forward, and that's what he's going to be.
You know, when he was getting drafted, he was compared to the Kobe Bryant type. And he averaged, bro, in his career, he's on 44%.
So, what's your point about LeBron James calling out Danny Green?
Okay. So when Michael Jordan does it, it's specifically to make his teammates better.
What do you want to say in that interview?
I said this already.
What did he say exactly? He definitely didn't say Danny Green's bad or anything like that.
No, he said he should have made that shot, and he pinned it completely on Danny Green.
He should have.
No.
How do you not think he should have made that shot?
You have to spread the hate.
He's a better three-point shooter than LeBron James.
True.
LeBron James gets more hate if he misses that shot, and that doesn't make sense to me.
Because you cannot hold Danny Green and LeBron James to the same standard to make one shot.
I mean, okay.
Because in clutch time, when it's the very last shot, LeBron James has to make it. Danny Green doesn't have to make it because he's not looked at as a top 2 player ever in the history of basketball. Danny Green is not looked at as a top 2 player. LeBron James is undeniably, basically, a top 2 player. And if you're looking at him and he misses a shot versus Danny Green misses a shot, it's always going to be more pressure on LeBron James.
It's like I'm watching this interview.
Okay. Andrew Wiggins sucks, by the way. I don't know. He's not good. He's barely improved throughout his career.
Timberwolves are just a joke in the organization.
He's on the Warriors, but yeah.
I know. We traded him for D'Angelo Russell, which is we lost so much.
But yeah. Yeah, that's a good trade. That's a ripoff, basically.
Not. Yeah, we got ripped off.
Wait, what?
Do you see that trade? We gave up like every single one of our draft picks for 5 years.
Was it that many? I don't remember. I thought it was like...
It was terrible. I hated it.
Never mind then.
LeBron James comments on Danny Green.
Wait, no, it was 2 picks. It was a first round and a second round pick from 2021. That's not that bad. That's not bad at all. What do you mean?
Yeah, but what did we get in return? Just D'Angelo Russell.
You're getting rid of a nuisance, a bad influence on your team.
Not a bad influence.
He is, though.
He was our second best player, so.
Yeah, off of pure talent and no work.
Okay. First of all, LeBron James was asked the question, why did you pass to Danny Green? Because everyone said you should have taken that fall away jumper instead of.
He probably should have.
LeBron James.
He makes that. He's 10 times closer to being the GOAT than if he passes.
And it just didn't go. You live with that. That was his exact comment when he was asked this question. I trusted him. We trust him, and it just didn't go, and we live with that. LeBron James on Danny Green's game 3 miss. What am I not seeing? Where does he say Danny Green is bad and I hate Danny Green?
I didn't say he said that Danny Green was bad.
I trusted him, we trust him, and it just didn't go, and you live with that. That in no way is detrimental.
Okay.
It's not even regarding Danny Green.
Well, it is.
That's where
okay, so basically he's saying that Danny Green has let down his trust in that statement. That's what he's saying. Would you agree with that at least?
Danny Green. Oh my God.
Okay.
That was sort of
move on. We're taking quite a bit of time talking about this.
That was a wasted 25 minutes because I thought he actually said something about Danny Green. Not we trusted him.
Him is Danny Green, but okay.
Yeah,
exactly. Anyways. So he is saying. And he let anyways.
And he let them down, of course. Okay.
Moving on. Moving on.
I torched you in that.
Why Kyle Kuzma should give his ring to Jimmy Butler?
Why?
In 21 minutes per game, 21.6 minutes per game, 8.5 points.
Jimmy Butler plays for the losing team, though.
Jerry West played for the losing team. 35%. 31% from three. Less than 3 rebounds. Half an assist. 0.2 steals and 0.2 blocks. And you think that deserves a ring when you're talking about Kyle Kuzma, who's supposed to be a top 5 player on their team.
You don't get a ring because you played well in the finals. I mean, you didn't have a terrible year. It wasn't a good year, but I mean,
No, it was kind of a bit of a joke because people are saying it, but obviously, I don't know. He's done a good amount for this team, but
Caruso should have won MVP.
It's just a bit of a meme. Don't take it too seriously.
Alex Caruso was the best player in the finals. That's just.
It's no coincidence that he has a 100% win rate when he starts. I'm just saying in the finals, anyways.
Well, you didn't think LeBron deserved MVP, and you think it should go to
Caruso.
Davis.
I think Caruso.
I think you should go to Caruso. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, this is kind of boring. Is Bronny dead already? Yes.
Yes.
He hasn't been active on social media. I'm pretty sure he's gone. He's a goner. Yeah. Rest in peace. Fly high, Bronny. And baseball, which isn't a real sport, but it's fine. We can talk about it anyways. The A's were my pick to go to the World Series, have lost.
Yep.
I've just been told today. But I found out that they were playing against the infamous Houston Astros, who have a certain history of perhaps being a little bit
cheating.
How do you say this nicely? Being a bit questionable, being a bit shady in their dealings, in terms of being competitively unintegrityness.
Yep, nailed it.
I think I worded that pretty well. But yeah, that's the only reason the A's lost, is my claim. Would you agree?
Agreed.
Kieran agrees. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm not sure if there's anything else we need to talk about. I think that's the main things in sports. We've talked a lot about LeBron James being a bad leader, which I think we solidified he is. So we will see you next week on the First Take podcast. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. Go listen to the other ones. Go check the description because they're always hilarious. They're absolutely bangers of descriptions.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, go look at them. And yes. Goodbye.